Rain predicted this week. A Raymondville man fears his property will flood again.
And he wants to know if the city has funds to improve drainage. Channel 5's Frank McCaffrey reports.
Thomas Brashear and his wife have lived in a home off of Wood Road in Raymondville since the late 1970s. It's where they raised their children and enjoyed peace and quiet. The peace and quiet has been disrupted from time to time when rains come in. Thomas Brashear says he's seen many rain events over the years and has experienced his share of flooding. He says he knows what it's like to be surrounded by floodwaters.
Took a while to go down, but all the water came from the west and pushed it all back up. It stayed flooded over the driveway and whatnot for a week or so.
Brashear never wants to deal with flooding again, but he fears the drainage ditch just behind his property will overflow when rains come in.
It gets full sometimes. I'm concerned. Sure, I'm concerned. You watch it all the time.
Brashear wants to hear from local leaders on ways to protect his house from that drainage canal right behind it, but he says it's tough to get answers from them.
I'd like to see him be involved. You don't hear much from him except during election time.
He wants to know if the drainage canal is cleaned and ready to handle rains. Raymondville Mayor Gilbert Gonzalez says the canals are capable of handling the amount of rain predicted. It would be a concern if the city received 1.5 inches or 2 inches of rain in 30 minutes. He also notes the city paid $60,000 to a contractor before the hurricane season to clear drainage ditches. Gonzalez adds in the near future, funding to clean and improve drainage can come from an uptick in sales tax numbers the city has seen in the last 4 months.
It could be used for the PD, and it goes straight to the general fund, and yes, we most certainly can use it to do some more cleaning on the drainage ditches and all.
Gonzalez also says the city has received nearly $1 million in grants from the Texas General Land Office for a future drainage program. Gonzalez says the grant will go into a project that's slated to start in January. It will be a 41-inch drainage line on the west side of town installed to replace a 12-inch line. Brashear tells us he's just happy the city has taken steps to keep his yard from becoming flooded, and he hopes the city will keep its promise to continually improve its drainage. In the Channel 5 News studio, Frank McCaffrey, Channel 5 News at 6.
The city of Raymondville is reporting a jump in sales tax revenue that could pay for drainage improvements. This is a Channel 5 News Extra. According to city manager Eliasar Garcia, the monthly reported sales tax revenue for the city climbed from $102 million in July to $137 million in August. For October, the number has jumped to $190 million.